So backing up a little bit, my husband's family normally has a birthday dinner for people, and it's my birthday, and we get together and have food and some cake and some ice cream, a few presents, hang out a bit. And for the last several get-togethers, mother-in-law keeps bringing up, you should put your son in piano, you should put your son in piano. And knowing she's gonna ask me again, I'm prepared to ask, would you be willing to pay for them? I would love to put my son in piano. She knows very well that we're a low-income family, and putting another thing would just add to our costs that we can't really afford. Now, she is very much a penny pinching type personality. Like, all of her extra funds go towards her vacations and her trips. She lives for her vacations and her trips. I think it's how she deals with her depression, really. That's what she has to look forward to. So she asks me again, and I ask her, would you be willing to pay for that? I have this lady in my neighborhood who would charge $16 a lesson, half an hour, once a week. Would you be willing to pay for that? Her first response is yes. And then she starts to kind of talk to herself like, yeah, I want to invest in my grandchildren's musical education. Yeah, that would be good. And then she comes back with, help. Well, I will help pay for the lessons. I can't help but think in my mind that her reason for saying this is because, if I commit to paying $16 a week for piano lessons, that would mean less for my trips. This is the same woman who almost took away our one and only opportunity at any kind of honeymoon after Bryson and I got married. Bryson's parents have this timeshare up in the mountains, and once a year for a week, his family will go up there and spend time together and then come back. And during the year that we were getting married, they were also going on a trip to Europe with his sister, Rachel, to celebrate her graduating from high school. This trip was going to happen during the time that they would normally be at the lodge in the mountains. And so we asked them, hey, since you're not going to be there, can we have it for our honeymoon? Because we can't afford anything else. And they said, yes, sure, you can take that week and use it for your honeymoon. Now, like a few weeks, month later, his mom is thinking about how after this trip around Europe, she's going to be tired and want to relax. And she's like, what if we trade with somebody else that has a timeshare and trade for a different week so that we can still go to the lodge in the mountains? And we're like, excuse me, you promised, you said we could have it. We don't have any other way to have a honeymoon. Bryson was pissed. And I'm trying to be the mediator, and he manages to talk to his dad, and eventually they're like, okay, you can still have it. Because, yeah, you promised. But, yeah, she almost took it away. So, pardon me if I make the assumption that her trips, her vacations, are more important than her family. More important than paying for her grandson's musical education. That's the very, very strong impression that I get from that behavior. So this year, I'm debating whether or not to go to the annual family vacation to the mountains, where I'll be isolated with them for a week or a few days, however many days I decide to go up there with the kids. I had gone the year before by myself when Bryson had cut off his parents. But this time around, knowing that Adam and Alex blamed me for the drama, I was feeling very anxious and uncomfortable about going. Now, Bryson's family chat, they're very on top of wishing people happy birthday and happy anniversary. And if people forget, somebody remembers, and then everybody's happy birthday, happy anniversary. It's our anniversary, June 1st, and nobody said anything. And I think to myself, oh, they're distracted or they forgot because Rachel had her baby. That's the day that Rachel had her baby. And it was beautiful and wonderful. We're so happy that they are both healthy and okay. And I was like, I'll give them a subtle reminder that it's our anniversary. So I said, hey, I'm never gonna forget the baby's birthday because it's the same day as our anniversary. Woohoo! And nothing. Crickets. No happy anniversary from anyone. So I'm like definitely uncomfortable now because I am getting the impression that everybody feels this way, that Bryson should never have married me because I've brought about all of this kerfuffle. It's all my fault. Nope, not going. Just have to figure out how I'm gonna go about telling them that I'm not coming. I mean, who in their right mind would isolate themselves up in the mountains with a group of people that they have very strong inclination to believe that they blame you for something you didn't do? I mean, who would do that? Not me.